10 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 5 seconds remaining. Team Empire's turn to ban. Dire team pick.
Gyrocopter!
Team Empire's turn to pick.
Earth Shaker.
Dire team pick.
And we're back already with our second series of the night, Ninjas the Pyjamas versus Team Empire in another best-of-3 semifinal for the ESL 1 New York qualifiers. Blitz, who do you got in this series?
I don't know, because NiP just keeps being... Like, to me, it feels like they're a team that is, like, on the cusp of being, like, a really solid Tier 1 team.
10 seconds
but
remaining.
especially with how Empire played against 5 Jungs or whatever, I don't...
5 seconds
5 boys
remaining.
in German.
It's Fun Jungs.
Yeah,
It's German, man. Neither one of us know
Reserved
German,
time.
despite
whatever.
living in Germany.
Just Kuro's team, and Empire did a really good job of dismantling them. And especially with how Empire played at TI, I mean, they're still a top 10 team in my mind, and I still give them the slight edge here, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Dire team
Gyrocopter,
ban.
Bane picked up by Ninjas the Pyjamas. Bane, definitely an interesting one. Meanwhile, we have the Lina Earthshake. I guess technically Bane can interrupt the combination. Right? The Lina Yule Scepter, if you manage to
ban.
sleep the hero that he's going for at the right time and unsleep him, it kind of disrupts the combo. It's not nearly as well as certain other defensive heroes.
That sounds like a stretch to me.
I don't know.
Seconds
Listen, I'm looking for something. Why is Bane picked up in the first one too? What planet are we
5
living on?
seconds remaining.
It's a good hero.
Is it?
It's a really good control hero. You
Dire
can run
team
around
ban.
with it. It's got pretty good lockdown. If you're aggressive with it, it's especially really strong. So, I think it's okay.
Okay. I'll just
10
be like Blitz and
seconds
list all
remaining.
the attributes of the hero and be like, yeah, I think it's okay.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm trying to think about it
Yeah.
and saying,
It's tough,
like,
right?
yeah,
Reserve
it's
time.
because I want to give it all the merits that I can, and say that it's all right overall. But I mean, it's not easy playing a Bane a lot of times, especially when you're far behind. Like the hero just like I have no range. Why am I playing this hero? I'm just
Team Empire's turn to ban.
You know, Eternal Envy said the exact same thing about both Bane and Lion.
yeah.
It's like one of those heroes where you're sitting around in the middle of the game and you're just going like, why am I playing this hero? This is not very fun.
Yeah, I think that's
10
it's like a dual
seconds
function because
remaining.
you don't want to play a hero like that because if you're losing, it's
5
just the
seconds
worst thing ever.
remaining.
If
Yeah.
you're playing a Lina or something, like look at Solo.
Team
Just goes around the map,
Empire's
one-shotting
turn
people and split pushing for
Dire
racks or something
team
like that. You think a
Uh-huh.
Bane can do that?
A Bane literally puts you to sleep. What a boring hero.
Yeah, it's like when you're playing Lich. Like when I see Goblak play Lich for 60 minutes, I'm just like, Mag, what are you doing? Like that's gotta be the worst experience of all time. It's watching a movie on the side or something like that. I truly believe you play better Dota when you have fun heroes to play.
Of
Yeah.
pain. Team
All right, so an
Empire's
SF picked up
turn to
for
pick.
Team Empire. Queen of Pain now for Ninjas the Pyjamas. I guess we'll see where this Bane leads us. And okay, so
Dire
I've actually
team pick.
seen it's this weird rise
Team
of
Empire's
all these
turn
defensive
to ban.
heroes. The Bane's been picked up a lot more. We see Shadow Demon being picked up here and there as well. Here it's going to be a good setup hero for Lina, so I'm presuming they're going to be a support duo.
Yeah,
But
more people are just picking heroes that are
10
terrible to play for
seconds
behind.
remaining.
Like Shadow Demon is in a similar vein. I don't mean to flame the heroes or
5
make it a joke.
seconds remaining.
Why are you putting me on camera so
what?
you can
I didn't. What?
so you can show people how I sit down?
Reserve
Like, that's
time.
how-
Blitz sits the weirdest way, man.
It's just comfortable to me. It's like an active position.
It's like literally the opposite of what the chair was made for. you're just like, you're supposed to
Dire
sit with your
team
back in
ban.
this direction. Blitz is like, nah, that ain't me.
It's just how I sit.
All right.
Don't be weirded out by it. Now everyone in chat's gonna be weirded out by it. You're making me feel self-conscious about my comfortable positions.
NiP have a one of their
10
favorite heroes.
seconds remaining.
Wisp.
Oh, the Wisp? Yeah.
pairs pretty well with the gyrocopter.
5 seconds remaining.
Last time they ran this Wisp, though, they went for the surprise Legion Commander, but that was against a PL draft.
Reserve
and
time.
This time around, NiP did ban away the PL.
You've got a Tiny that you can work with too, which has been banned out by Team Empire. Empire...
Team Empire's turn to
You need a
pick.
carry that can survive against a lot of different things. I guess that means the gyrocopter, it'll be gyro plus Wisp, for sure. Queen mid. That means you need an offlaner if you're NiP, and for Empire you need some sort of control carry, or one that can at least survive against this combination. SF is a really good hero for mid in dealing with that.
10
but
seconds
as a
remaining.
carry, what do you pick? I don't know. Pick Luna, hit
5
stuff.
seconds remaining.
I'm sure that's the solution.
Double Aura strat.
Yeah, or anti-mage. AM's the hero.
Reserve time.
Well, he's quite good versus Queen of Pain. He's usually pretty good versus Wisp as well because you're the AoE.
Yeah,
Your ultimate.
Clinks, AM. What was the other one I said? Luna.
Yeah, Luna.
I could see any of those. Even Ember here wouldn't be terrible, honestly. I've listed like 8 heroes, so if they pick one of those, at this point it's not as cool.
It becomes even more sad when they pick up a Dusa. Literally the one hero that Blitz doesn't list.
I mean, that'd be my life, honestly.
Yeah, okay. Mister, I open up 3 chests and get 2 knives.
My life's good. What can I say?
Alright. Team Empire going for the full 60 seconds, it looks like. We'll talk about Ninja's Pyjamas then. Last pickup for them. There's not too many offlaners left for Yonosymphon.
What do you even take at this point?
Not sure. The Sand King is going to be one of those awkward ones, right? Sand King, Enigma. One of the lower tier offlaners.
Sand King isn't bad.
Yeah, considering all the team fight, like, Team Empire are going to be grouped up quite a bit, it looks like.
Sand King, you know what? I'm always confused as to why Sand King isn't a hero that's picked more.
Dire
Okay,
team pick.
it's Bloodseeker. Alright. I mean, I'm down. Bloodseeker's always a good hero. It does really well against Queen of Pain. And the Wisp has, like, no health.
Why is it good versus Queen of Pain?
Because you just rupture her, and what does she do? She
She can
relies
still
so much
blink
on
out.
the mobility.
But she can still blink out. That's the thing, though.
Oh, if you do the move trick?
Yeah.
Like you move and then
Which
blink?
every pro does, so...
10 seconds
I
remaining.
feel like, if anything, Queen of Pain's good versus Bloodseeker. Burst damage, pure damage,
5 seconds
to be able to go
remaining.
through when he eventually picks
Yeah,
up BKB. Don't
if he
give me
gets,
that
like-
pouty face.
What if he gets like a blade mail? I don't know.
Reserve time.
I still don't think it's very good.
Okay.
It's hard.
Okay.
Because Queen of Pain has like no HP. The Bloodseeker just like gets a blade mail and runs at you. What do you even do against
If
that?
he gets a super early blade mail, too, he can hunt down the gyrocopter before
Yeah.
the BKB.
Bloodseeker is a really good anti-carry. It's
Yeah.
just, it serves really good functions all around. Like I like the hero. Alright.
So now, Ninjas of Pyjamas.
You need an offlaner that doesn't just die against the Bloodseeker. Like, you have to anticipate your heroes being low, and if that's a Bloodseeker carry, which we both think it is, right? Then you need an offlaner
yeah.
that doesn't just get chased down and die. Like you
What
need.
about Enigma? He would give you a mech carrier. He could also go jungle if the lane's too dangerous.
I'm not as big of a fan of that. Maybe even put the Quap off lane.
Because I'm looking at NiP and I feel like you need control. Like, Bane is the only
Axe.
controlling hero that you have. Oh, Axe! The Yonosymphon Axe! Okay. I'm not so down with him versus, like, Bloodseeker, but we'll see.
Okay, it's not bad. Like, it survives against a lot of things. Like, I don't think it's terrible.
Yeah, it's an initiating hero. It's good control. I mean, it's a little bit more control.
It fulfills a lot of your needs, too, because you need some way to initiate fights. It can't just be the Wisp, in all honesty. Like, I think this is fine. Yeah, I'm sure this is cool.
Were you talking about the Wisp Axe dual lane?
I don't know if that's necessarily the play.
Okay. I mean, why not? Why not in the first bit of the laning phase where Axe is going to try and make the lane work?
10 seconds remaining.
Because then you would have Bane just sleeping an
5
Earthshaker
seconds remaining.
long enough for the gyrocopter to be able to get in range of Raj. It's not like you need another support there necessarily. You're hating on all my calls,
Prepare
Slits.
for battle.
I feel like you're only saying no because I'm suggesting it.
No, it's just, I want to have... I like to play devil's advocate, and I want to kind of look around and see what's going on. Okay, Empire committed a smoke to this. That's not a small investment whatsoever. And they're just running away from it. They're trying to stop the Wisp from going for the bounty rune, and they just go for the pickoff.
Yeah.
But NiP is just smart. They anticipate this. They're like, there's no way that Empire's just going to give us a free bounty rune if we go for top. So let's go for the reverse play. And this is the reverse play.
This is because it's really important to stop the bottle first on Wisp, right?
Oh yeah, it's pretty massive actually. You've got a Wisp that just doesn't do anything for like a full minute if he doesn't get the bounty rune.
30
Alright,
seconds.
I think
to
Empire
battle.
knows now though. Like, there's no way they don't.
The moment they get into this area and they don't see a hero, they're like, oh, well, they must be 5-man in our own jungle.
Is General Resolution?
No, General is a different player. Surprised you haven't run into him.
General?
Yeah, he's like 7k or something.
Oh! I don't want to say anything now.
Okay. That clearly means something bad.
I don't know if it's the same
The
guy.
battle begins.
It probably is. Anyway, he's very high MMR. He played really well for them in their last game.
Okay, so why isn't Resolution playing?
Resolution's on vacation right now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think he just like decided to go on vacation until the end of the roster deadlines.
Chill out, relax,
Yeah.
see what happens. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
And so this tournament starting a bit early. Resolution wasn't here yet.
It's perfectly fine. You gotta relax.
Yeah.
Playing Dota 24/7 is stressful.
Little High Dance starting things off right. Light Strike Array on Limp and creating some space for General to get 3 souls. Good way to start the laning phase. Empire running an aggro... What is this? They're going to rotate YOLO Warrior down to bottom lane.
What a bunch of names that they have on their team.
You like that? YOLO Warrior?
Yeah, this is good. I like this. YOLO Warrior.
That's, he goes by the name, I don't know. Help me. Help me, Twitter. Somebody tweet at me how to pronounce, Uba?
Oh, okay.
But that's his actual official name.
If he's tagging up as YOLO Warrior, then he's YOLO Warrior.
Yeah, I'm down to call him YOLO Warrior because I like that name.
What a name.
Oh, look at this. Silence actually giving over the Blood Rage damage to Apathy. Just trying to harass Jonas on the bottom.
That's really smart. Okay, but it just doesn't really do anything because this axe just walks in the middle lane.
Yeah, Silence gonna take a lot of damage. You get any more spin, Silence actually gonna die here. The Wisp Ball smacking him in the face, and Hanskin picks up the first blood.
What? That was just so quick on the trigger, and that's surprising that Jonas Infant, even without boots, was able to just walk in the middle of there and get the call out. Like, Silent has to be...
Yeah, he didn't even have the Wisp tethered movement speed, right? In the beginning?
Yeah, he has to be kicking himself in the foot for that, because he knows that the Disrupt was down too from the Shadow Demon. So there's like 2 different ways that he can get away from it, but neither was really available to him, and that's a really good kill for them.
Illusion!
Hanskin zips on away from Aloha Dance and the Shadow Demon.
That's a surprising kill too. I think it was like Loda told me once, he's like, the reason why Swedes don't pick axe is because we're terrible at getting spins. That's literally what he told me.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, Jonas Infant definitely proving us wrong. That was a good number of spins.
It really was. And look, he's just running into the center again.
Oh, he got another spin with a Blood Rage. Oh my god,
He's
that's
still
a
dead.
disrupt.
He's
Yeah,
actually
Wisp
still
Ball's silent. Wisp Ball control, and they don't even need it.
What's going on? I think Silent just has to be more aware that that's happening. There's still no boots on Jonas Infant. He's actually just walking in point blank rage and getting that off every time.
Yeah, he's got boots now. Soon to be tranquil boots at this rate.
This lane has already been a disaster. Your Bloodseekers died twice already in less than 3 minutes, and that's just rough. That's about as bad of a start as you're going to get. And meanwhile, this bottom lane is dominating too. Like, this gyro is free farm, so now you've just got 2 lanes that have just been completely dominated.
The only lane that's going well for them at this point is General. He's doing really well in the middle lane because of all the support that he had in the beginning. He went off to a good start. He's 18-4 compared to the 10-4 on the Queen of Pain.
It's a lane that is naturally tough for the Queen of Pain if she doesn't win early.
Yeah.
And that's why you saw, what is that hero called? The Lina rotate in the beginning to just kind of get some right clicks off. And that's the play. You just get aggressive, help out the SF just a little bit, and like you talked about, he got the first 3 or 4 souls, and then it just snowballs from there.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a little bit too difficult.
He's gonna have doing twice the damage of the Queen of Pain. How do you out CS that?
You can't really.
Seal Kid? Not sure what else he had planned. Alright, I guess you just sniped the neutral. And then
Life of a Bane, man. You just walk around as level 1 Bane.
sleep.
You hope for bounty runes. If he doesn't get a bounty rune at bottom, he's probably just gonna go AFK. Nah.
Oh, a haste.
That if he was level 2, this would be a good rune.
Oh, okay. Uban is just.
Oh, he knows. They know that Silence there. Is anybody gonna come?
Thank you, Subsu.
Oh, here we go.
Blood Raged, Seal Kid. He's running him down. Yellow Warrior's gonna come across. They don't actually have enough mana for the
Radiant's
Fisher, though.
top tower is under attack.
His name is Ivan.
Okay, whatever. But I mean, to us, he's YOLO Warrior.
He's definitely Yellow Warrior.
That's the thing. If a player names himself something, I assume that's what he wants to be called.
Yeah.
You know?
And if it's a fun name like YOLO Warrior,
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
call
wanna
it
say it
every single
anyway.
time.
Radiant's
They're gonna make the
bottom
move
tower
on
is
YOLO
under
Warrior.
attack.
Okay. Actually, I think Seal Kid, if he was ready for that, then he just sleeps YOLO Warrior and they kill him immediately. But they're unable to do so. But they're heavily pressuring this tower, and the same thing is happening at top again. They're just gonna get another kill for free as Apathy's isolated out, and alright, this is actually getting out of hand.
You know what's gonna have such a fast Blink Dagger at this rate?
It's not even that, it's
No.
the levels that he's getting too.
Oh yeah. Good point. That was a level 4 Shadow Demon. He got a lot of experience for that.
Radiant's top tower is under
The Whip
attack.
hasn't even had to go for stacks or anything like that because he's almost level 5 at 5 minutes just with leeching XP from an axe who's just gotten kills left and right. And now it's a Jungle Bloodseeker.
Yeah, soon a very early earn. They're actually gonna smoke up.
Radiant's
I'm not
top
sure
tower
why.
is under
Bloodseeker
attack.
can't do anything without at least Blood Right.
Limp is gonna run back soon too, mid. If they could get a kill on Limp, maybe this is okay, but you have to do something soon because your top tower's about to die, and Limp might be the target here. He actually has to be, but if he just decides to back, then
Radiant's
it's
top
really
tower
difficult.
is under
Apathy, he's gonna
attack.
get the angle on him. Limp, you get the blink off?
Oh wow,
Radiant's
maybe he
top
can.
tower has
I was about
Radiant's
to say
bottom
maybe if the
tower
Shadow
has
Demon takes enough
fallen.
damage, he can make the turnaround. But Limp thought about it for a second, but he's just gonna go for the bottom.
Bottom,
which is double damage.
Era, he knows.
Oh, he ran into Yellow Warrior. What?
Era knows. Wait, what? What's this? Is so
Oh my goodness! All right, now he throws out the ultimate. He definitely sees Earthshaker 100%.
Okay, so he didn't know originally. Like, he was like, oh, he just TP'd out probably. And then YOLO Warrior throws out the stun. So Era knows for sure at that point. He's like, wait, what?
All right, that was really weird.
I think he just barely didn't see him. Like, we, from our vision, obviously, it looks like he saw him for sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's huge. So Empire simultaneously lose tier 1s. And they don't even get the smoke gank off.
I've seen this story before. This time around, there will be a disruption on the axe. Probably better target Silent. You seen this story though? Oh my god! This is the next chapter, Blitz. Jonas Upon still manages to snag him because Silent accidentally, intentionally, bad decision making. I don't know, but he runs backwards.
All right, so that just can't happen. Like, he has to know, like, as soon as he gets called, he's dead, and they already used the disruption once. So Silent has to just, like, be aware that that's not a safety mechanism anymore for him at all, and this is going to lead to a 7-minute and 20-second Blink Dagger Tranquils, A, and then B, you've got Hanskin, who's about to hit level 6 at 7 minutes into the game without any sort of help.
He's doubling down on lane domination.
Oh, he is.
Which I don't mind at all.
Especially with how well he's doing.
Yeah, like he's still gonna have a 20-minute Blink Dagger easily.
Oh, it's gonna come much faster than that.
Yeah, I'm sure. The smoke up, rotation around. They do have Seal Kid. Seal Kid leading with the sleep is gonna be able to catch him right next to the green. The call goes down. They need the disruption desperately, but they're not gonna get it in time. It's just the Fisher. Now the support's coming from behind, but can they actually fight this one? They're gonna try and pop the Wisp. It looks like they will be able to do so with the last right click. They got him. Oh, but here comes General. He's gonna come in from the side, goes for the Jonas Upon. Light Strike Array does land Jonas Upon. If he can get one more spin at the chop, chop! No Sonic Wave puts it on Apathy, but that's not enough damage. Limp comes in with his DD. He's got another blink in 8 seconds. General, threatening that ultimate in the side will just TP
Radiant's
away.
bottom tower is
That's
under
still
attack.
such a huge commitment by Empire, and they
Radiant
barely get out of that
structures are
okay.
fortified.
Jonas Upon just had half a second to work with, he would have gotten 2 kills off of that. And meanwhile at bottom, the gyrocopter just using this space. Like, how often do you see Era being utilized in this way? But he's just eating up the space on the map right now. Doesn't even really care what's happening on the map, because they've got so many different cores that are farming. And the quick pain catches up at least a little bit as a result of that top maneuver.
Is he gonna go Trent, or is there any possibility that Silent's like, I'm so far behind, I have to go recovering Midas?
You know, Midas is a really weird item where if you're behind, it's good because you get to catch up, and if you're ahead, it's good because you get to get further ahead. So I always make that joke because I don't know when it's bad.
General ultimate comes down, and we'll be able to slow him down enough. Rare to get the kill. And Jonas fun. Because he doesn't have the blink dagger, won't be able to go for more.
That's so huge.
But they could probably... Oh, never mind. Forgot about the relocate.
They're just getting so much map control everywhere at once.
Did they just swap positions? Now Jonas Fun's going to be the bottom laner?
Yes, they did.
And Gyrocopter's going to push down this middle tower.
They're all going to go for it. Because they know Empire at this point.
They saw it stack too. Which I'm sure Axe is going to take after they take the tier 1. Oh, Jonas Fun. Especially with the Wisp Tether. He's going to be able to run from behind the Rohan Dance after Line Striker Ray will be able to land it. Rohan Dance still going to be caught by Limb. The damage easily enough, and with the cooling plate, the Pyjamas will have the movement speed to be able to get away. Limb takes the ultimate here from the Bloodseeker.
Jonas running into the center of 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do against a Vanguard at the 10-minute mark?
You actually can't do anything.
He just keeps running at him. Hanskin tethers him up. They're actually farther up. General's going to be hit by the call down. Oh, this is not good. General looks Lucy ultimately. How does it have any souls? It does just absolutely nothing. Silent manages to get so much movement speed after all these low HP heroes, but Ninjas Pyjamas, they just keep on going. Jonas Fun, tier 2, who cares? Rohan Dance is actually going to be caught.
This is just ridiculous.
And he's stuck, but Jonas Fun is taking hardly any damage from this whatsoever. Silent actually got the Wisp, thanks to, again, the extreme amount of movement speed he has, plus the DD.
They've got no stuns, and this is just on the heels of them having such an advantage and running at them non-stop, and Empire not really knowing how to get into these fights or engagements. So, NiP, they've just got so much farm now on all their heroes, and the Shadow Fiend was doing really well. Like, that's the important distinction to make. He had probably, like, second highest net worth in the game, but that has just completely fallen off, especially after the result of those last 2 back-to-back deaths. So what could have been maybe like a 12-13 minute mech is now just completely fallen off. You're seeing the tower not even being taken. Now, that's the crazy part. The tier 1 tower still stands mid. They're just going for kills right now.
Alright. They're gonna try and battle it out. 10 minutes in, it's still a 6,000 or 7,000 gold lead. Pretty stuff. Alright, we're gonna have a few more minutes here. Era, oh, he also has the Helma Dominator, so he can start stacking up the Ancients, which they know they've got so much room to be able to take advantage of that kind of farm.
Right now, somebody from NiP just probably casually using the restroom. They're just chilling out right now. There's no reason to have to force this. But Empire, I mean, the pressure game is on. Like, there's just so many different things to have to contend with at this point in the game. Your Bloodseeker is less net worth than a Wisp. Like, that's the #1 troubling sign, probably.
I can't believe how absurd that is.
It's rough.
3,600 to 3,200.
It's definitely rough at this phase.
It's not even like they're neck and neck. And that's after, by the way, Silent picked up a kill on the Wisp. So, a few seconds before that, it was even more of a dramatic
Radiant's
difference.
middle tower is under attack.
Alright, Jonas Fun says it's time to farm up that Blink Dagger.
They just gotta try to slow down the pace of the game more than anything. Because right now, this kind of aggro style where they just keep non-stop running at each other is not going to work in the long term for Empire whatsoever. Like, you just wait for a few items to come out, then you can speed up the pace of the game again, but right now, you just can't keep up. And you don't have to really defend your tier 1s.
Top
like,
tower
I
is
don't
under
think that's the
attack.
play. Jonas Fun, he's about to pick up a 12-minute Vanguard Blink Dagger. once that happens, you really have to slow down the pace of the game and just kind of like 4-man, secure your jungle, look for whatever pickups you can, and try to play from there.
Can they split push at all as Empire? I'm looking at their team and I'm going,
No, not against this early of a Blink Dagger.
so you just have to like 5-man into lanes
Radiant's
where NiP
middle
aren't
tower is
repeatedly.
under attack.
Yeah, because if you notice right now, that's kind of what they're doing. Like, they're just standing on one side of the area together. It's just not worth it for them to really get into these engagements at this point.
But if you stay too grouped up, aren't you just naturally going to fall so far behind in net worth that winning team fights becomes too difficult? Don't you have to take a risk?
You kind of do, but that's what YOLO Warrior's doing at bottom. But at the same time, you can't just give up free kills. Like, that's number one rule about Dota. So you can't just give up free kills around the map. Like, one hero dying to create
Radiant's
space for
middle
4
tower
at this
is
point in
under
the game is
attack.
okay. But it's like, if heroes are repeatedly doing it, then all you're really doing is feeding. That's not real. That's not actual space creation. Like, I'm okay with YOLO Warrior dying here, but nobody else should die.
They are being all spotted out by this ward that's about to fade from NiP.
Okay.
The rupture being placed on Seal Kid, sleeps himself up, actually setting up the Light Strike Array. And actually get the kill, not getting out. The blink over the Fisher. And Jonas Afon managing to grab Silent. That's going to be a chop. And now looking for more. The rest of Empire quick to back up, though. They know they couldn't save that Bloodseeker.
It always
Dyer's
looks good
bottom
in
tower
the
is
start.
under attack.
I thought with that Fisher block, I was like, man, are they actually going to get a kill and get out? Like, even if it is a level 4 Bane, you know, it's
You
something.
take what you can get.
By the way, we have a level 4 Bane.
Hasn't had a lot to do this game.
NiP have been winning so hard, and yet, Bane life.
It's just what you have to do, honestly.
It's like the opposite of Thug life.
Yeah. Just Bane, casual, chill, you're not going to get a lot of levels, that's okay. Because you're just stacking for everybody.
If you ever get a 5-second, 5-second Fiend script, that's the highlight of your game.
He's going to be so happy with like 2D wards in a row. I would make a highlight clip.
Would you give commentary to it?
I really would. I mean, Seal Kid's doing fine. Like, he's stacking, he's only died once, and honestly, that was a bait. Like, he knows the ward's there.
Oh, yeah.
And more importantly, he knows that he's probably gonna
Radiant's
die.
middle
Like, he's
tower
optimistic.
has been
Like, there's a
denied.
20% chance I'll live here, but they'll probably all come out, and if we get 1 or 2 heroes, I'm only a level 4 Bane. And even the enemy team is higher level than I am, so this is perfectly fine. Like, they traded a level 4 Bane for a level 8 Bloodseeker. Yeah, you'll take that trade every time.
Radiant's bottom tower
That
is
sounds
under
pretty
attack.
next level, actually.
That's what space creation death is. It's like when you really know that you're gonna die, or there's a high chance of it, but you're willing to do it because your team's gonna get a lot out of it.
I just like the idea of a support keeping themselves low level, and he's like, "Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna be the bait later. That way, even when they do get my kill, it's not worth it."
Radiant's
Yeah, at some
bottom
point
tower is under
it stops
attack.
being advantageous.
Jonas Afon, he's dead. The Soul Catcher, that much magic damage, he does go down. Eagle actually being placed in the relocate, but still not enough damage even with the SF.
Everyone's run down.
Still so healthy. The Silent's gonna be run down. Looks like our SF gonna be dying to limp. Silent just barely getting away with 30 HP.
No, he died to a nude.
What?
He died to a neutral creep.
Oh,
Yes,
our SF?
yeah.
Oh, he did.
Value. That's not even terrible for... Like, if you're Empire
was
at
a
this fight...
3 for 1 in a way.
Yeah, but look at the gold change. I mean, it's pretty...
They gained a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And your Bloodseeker
Radiant's
lived.
bottom
I don't know
tower is
how.
under
I actually
attack.
thought the flak shot was gonna catch him in the rear.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I was trying to follow that Bloodseeker madly around the map.
No, he was okay. He just barely gets away. That's insane, actually, how low.
Just think if that relocate had come in, 2 seconds sooner.
Yeah, Jonas and Van could have conceivably survived that. But it doesn't matter, because his team did a really good job sweeping up, and that's always going to happen. If you
Dyer's
commit that
middle
hard to
tower
kill
is
Jonas and
under
Van,
attack.
and that was a hard commitment, then you're probably just all going to die right after.
Not a whole lot of vision left on the map for Empire, especially with this ward going down in 25 seconds.
They're just farming up stacks. NiP just getting further ahead, doing everything they can to get further ahead. Look at the net worth of Arrow right now. It's like 9k. This is pretty close to what we saw of the Phantom Lancer in that second game played by Vega.
Yeah.
To give our viewers some perspective. He's like 1,000 gold behind.
Jonas Sampan, who saw this ancient stack earlier,
This is so risky.
is still going to farm it up. Well, he killed the ward that was there earlier, so...
Everybody's in the area, though. It might not even matter. This is such a huge... It's just every little thing. Losing a stack here and there, it starts to add up.
Lim? Is he going...
Oh, they're going bottom, relocate.
On Silence, they managed to get the call out to Fisher. Doesn't stop any of this. Silence just returning some damage with Blade Mail, but it's nowhere near enough to get a return kill.
Hanskin, be careful. He's just running around. That'd be funny if the relocate just insta-kills him. The Bloodseeker.
I think technically, if you relocate... Oh, the 3! Oh my god! Jonas punches by the initiation! One chop below Hunted, the second chop, there goes the Shadow Demon! And now General Sleep, they're gonna stop him as well! The triple chop, it's gonna be a dream! Ultimate, no, he just stops that one too. Jonas Sampan, oh, he doesn't have the mana! Boo! Where's the Wisp mana?
In the end, it doesn't even matter, Cap, as they just get so many heroes there. They don't even have Limp. That was being able to get that call off, that was so huge to them, and that's gonna tell Empires, like, do they have a ward there? We're just dewarded. We should be cool, and Jonas
Radiant
Sampan
structures
just continues to split up
fortified.
the map, doing a really good job. I mean, he's one of the few players, like him and Yoku, that were still playing Axe, even when
Yeah.
the hero just kind of looks bad. Like, we saw it at MLG, we're seeing it here again. The guy just plays the hero really well.
Aaron now has BKB,
He's doing okay for himself.
and he's unstoppable. Our Wisp has now officially gone over the SF and net worth.
Yeah, when you're at this phase of the game, you're just like the top 4 heroes. There's really little that you can do, but we should still try to analyze what Empire can do. Because they still have... I firmly believe there's always like some fighting chance that you could have, you know, where the SF gets a crazy ult off. The Axe blinks in half a second too late. I've seen weirder things happen in Dota.
I'm pretty sure there's a stat out there where there's like 1% of all games with a, you know, over 15,000 gold lead by 20 minutes are recovered, but there is still that 1%.
Yeah, exactly. And Empire, they've got heroes that can farm up. You've got good high ground defense with SF and Earthshaker. If Earthshaker's gonna get a Blink Dagger first too, and that'll
Yeah,
be
he's
really
big.
what ends the game for you. Is like you don't get a big echo
yeah.
if the game ends.
Blood Rage on YOLO Warrior with the Blink Dagger.
He doesn't have Blink though. I really
know.
think they should wait for Blink.
I think so too, but
That could have been the turnaround play that we were looking for.
maybe they can still...
How did they even initiate here? Like, they really should have waited for the Blink, I think.
Fisher and Rupture, I guess? It's just gonna be mass TPs, relocate immediately. There's no way they blow up a hero fast enough and get out before they get punished by relocate.
Exactly, and that's why I think you have to get the Blink Dagger before you go for that smoke. And that's a really good point, though. Like, YOLO Warrior with Blood Rage? Yeah, they could do that.
I think they need to max out the Blood Rage a little bit more. I'm not sure if the extra second in silence and the extra damage of Blood Rage is gonna be worth it.
The 30% increased Echo Slam. It's like a level 3 Echo, right? It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, Echo really doesn't... Unless you're getting a really, really big Echo Slam, the leveling on it
Radiant's
doesn't
top
do
tower
that much.
is under attack.
Okay, so we've got an Earthshaker that has his Blink Dagger now, so this is the fight. Otherwise, just get off armed on the map.
Alright, so the
Radiant's
tier
top
2 tower, they're gonna
has
wait
fallen.
till Ninjas the Pyjamas push uphill, or maybe go for the mid tier 2. There's no way NiP push uphill without Aegis. At least, I would assume so anyway. But maybe a tier 2. Maybe they think they're strong enough to take a tier 2 without the Aegis. And that's where YOLO Warrior is gonna strike. They also have the Blood Rage Laguna Blade, which is something. Alright, YOLO Warrior, it's all on you. YOLO Scepter, trying to bait out General a little bit, perhaps.
Here we go. They've got the Blood Rage on him.
Yeah,
Silent, you gotta turn. You gotta give it to YOLO Warrior.
you gotta keep giving it to him. Rupture on Era, caused a little bit of damage, but immediately gonna be healed up by the Wisp.
They're playing patient. This is what Empire have to do. They still don't know about the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker, so maybe they're just waiting for Jonas to get over-aggressive on General. who should be able to survive
Radiant's
most burst
middle
damage
tower
attempts.
is under
He's
attack.
got so much HP in a mech.
Moving forward, but NiP are still playing this very
Radiant's
carefully. They're just
middle
focusing
tower
on
has
objectives,
fallen.
not going for the kill. And that's it. Empire. They waited and waited for NiP to make a mistake, and that did not happen. And now NiP are just going to back up, probably go for Roshan. So that's going to be your next opening, I suppose, for Empire. Is when NiP go for the Roshan, if they can smoke up and jump at the right time.
You wait for Salon to come back, and then try to get pretty aggressive here. They have to know the Roche attempt's coming. I don't actually think they have a smoke on them right now. Does anybody?
They've got a smoke and base in 2 seconds.
They're probably waiting for that. They have to know about the Roche attempt, though. And they do.
Yeah.
Alina instantly buys it.
Okay, but this is perfect timing. Maybe. NiP are going to
smoke
be beginning to
under
focus on Roche.
They are definitely smoking under a ward.
They are? Where?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, they... NiP knows.
Yeah.
100%. They're putting it out. Maybe they even set up... Yeah, Jonas is just gonna come back and wait things out.
Yeah, wait for the initiation or counter initiation. They stop going for Roshan. Set up the ward.
Here's
Jonas
the
and
bait.
Fawn. Waiting it. General, a couple more smokes pop. He starts moving forward. Actually jumps in and grab Yellow Warrior. That's exactly what he needs to get. Sonic Wave. He goes down. Misses the jump, but Silent I'm sure is still gonna end up on. Era meanwhile battling up against General. Will easily win that man fight. Even with the rupture, he doesn't care. Wisp is just the final blow. Manages to get a right-click kill on the Bloodseeker, establishing his dominance
Dire
once for all
victory.
in this game number 1 of Bloodseeker.
Just a dominant performance overall by NiP. No real mistakes made. Even that Roche attempt, where they spotted the smoke, they're like, we can wait this out. Instead, we should take the fight first, because we know we're stronger. And they do just that, and I mean, that's a pretty impressive victory.
All right. NiP, very dominant game number 1, but we've seen the story before. Game number 2 may hold a very, very different narrative for us. We'll be back after a short break.